Welcome to Raw Perfect classes. In this video, I will discuss 2 marks question and 1 or 2 questions of 10 marks. This is a final revision of topics of operating system. First question: B-Lady's anomaly. B-Lady's anomaly is a phenomena in operating system where increasing the number of pages which are allocated to a process can paradoxically lead to more page faults and rather than fewer, and this happens with certain page replacement algorithms like FIFO, not with other algorithms like LRU, least recently used or optimal. B-Lady's anomaly एक ऐसा फिनोमिना है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के अंदर जिसमें नंबर ऑफ पेज फ्रेम्स जो एक प्रोसेस को एलोकेट किए जाते हैं वो इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं और उन वो पैराडॉक्सली लीड करते हैं मोर पेज फॉल्ट्स को रेदर देन फ्यू, और ये हैपन होता है सर्टेन पेज रिप्लेसमेंट एल्गोरिदम के कारण, जैसे कि फीफो एल्गोरिदम, लेकिन लीस्ट रिसेंटली यूज्ड और ऑप्टिमल के थ्रू नहीं होता है। डिमांड पेजिंग क्या होती है B-Lady's एनोमली में? इन डिमांड पेजिंग ओनली नेसेसरी पेजेस जो हैं प्रोसेस के उनको लोड किया जाता है मेमोरी के अंदर जब उसकी ज़रूरत होती है, और इससे मेमोरी ओवरहेड रिड्यूस होता है। पेज फॉल्ट क्या होता है? पेज फॉल्ट अक्कर होता है जब एक पेज की रिक्वेस्ट की जाती है लेकिन वो मेमोरी में नहीं पाया जाता है और उसको लोड करने की ज़रूरत पड़ती है सेकेंडरी में स्टोरेज से। पेज रिप्लेसमेंट एल्गोरिदम में पेज फॉल्ट, ए पेज फॉल्ट occurs when a page is requested but it's not found in memory, needs to be loaded from secondary storage. Page replacement algorithm, पेज when a new page needs to be loaded, जब एक नए पेज को लोड करने की जरूरत पड़ती है बट देयर आर नो, लेकिन आपके पास कोई नहीं है, तो पेज रिप्लेसमेंट एल्गोरिथम को यूज़ किया जाता है ये डिसाइड करने के लिए कि विच एग्जिस्ट पेज जो है उसको रिप्लेस किया जाए। कुछ कॉमन एल्गोरिथम इसके लिए यूज़ होते हैं फीफो, लीफो एंड ऑप्टिमल। नाउ नेक्स्ट हमारे पास जो है B-Lady's एनोमली के बारे में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन, जैसे कि ये जो एनोमली है अकर कब होती है? व्हेन for certain algorithm like FIFO, increasing number of frames which is allocated actually increases the number of page faults, and it seems counter intuitive as more frames should generally reduce need for page fault. Why it happen? क्यों happen होता है B-Lady's anomaly? जो FIFO method है which replace the oldest page in memory doesn't consider the future uses of page, वो फ्यूचर में जो पेज यूज होने उसको कंसीडर नहीं करता है। अगर पेज जो एविक्ट हुआ है बाय फीफो मेथड एंड देन इमीडिएटली वो चाहिए तो पेज फॉल्ट अक्कर हो जाएगा। विद मोर फ्रेम्स अवेलेबल देयर आर ए हायर चांस दैट की पेज फॉल्ट जो है विल बी नीडेड सून, विल बी प्रीमेच्योरली evicted by FIFO method and leading to more page faults। भी FIFO method के साथ क्या होगा कि पेज फॉल्ट्स ज़्यादा आएंगे। अदर एल्गोरिदम जैसे कि LRU, लीस्ट रिसेंटली यूज्ड, ऑप्टिमल, जो कि फ्यूचर यूजेस ऑफ पेजेस को देखते हैं, इससे जो कि लेस प्रोन है टू B-Lady's एनोमली। इन एसेंस वी कैन से जो B-Lady's एनोमली है वो हाईलाइट करती है लिमिटेशन ऑफ सम पेज replacement algorithm. They may not always make the best choices when deciding which page to evict, even when more memory is available. Now next topic है हमारा कर्नल। What is a kernel? इन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कर्नल एक कोर कंपोनेंट माना जाता है जो मैनेज करता है सारे कंप्यूटर के हार्डवेयर रिसोर्सेज को, जो आपको नेसेसरी सर्विसेज मतलब जो आपके एप्लीकेशंस हैं उनको नेसेसरी सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करता है, एक ब्रिज की तरह काम करता है हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर के बीच में, और एप्लीकेशंस को एनेबल बनाता है कि हाउ टू दे इंटरेक्ट विद सिस्टम विदाउट नीडिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड what is underlying hardware details. And kernel is the first program which is loaded when the system starts. Boot means start, and remains in the memory until system shut down. Now next functions क्या है कर्नल के. फर्स्ट फंक्शन है, कर्नल क्या करता है, प्रोसेस को मैनेज करता है. कर्नल मैनेज करता है, शेड्यूल करता है और एग्जीक्यूशन करता है डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस और प्रोग्राम्स की सिस्टम के अंदर, और इंश्योर करता है कि दे कैन शेयर सीपीयू टाइम efficiently. Memory management, kernel also allocates and manages the computer memory and allowing the application to use memory as needed and preventing conflicts. Input output management करता है. कर्नल कम्युनिकेशंस को हैंडल करता है जो कंप्यूटर और उसके पेरिफेरल्स के बीच में होती है, कीबोर्ड, माउस, प्रिंटर वगैरह. फाइल सिस्टम मैनेजमेंट, कर्नल मैनेज करता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन करता है, एक्सेस करता है फाइल्स को जो स्टोरेज डिवाइसेस के ऊपर चाहिए, जैसे कि हार्ड ड्राइव, डिवाइस ड्राइवर. कर्नल प्रोवाइड करता है इंटरफेसेस फॉर डिफरेंट हार्डवेयर जो डिवाइसेस, जैसे कि ग्राफिक कार्ड्स हो गए, नेटवर्क अडेप्टर्स हो गए, ताकि वो इंटरेक्ट कर सके ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के साथ. इन सेंस वी कैन से कर्नल एक हार्ट है एक तरह से ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का, एंड इट प्रोवाइड करता है फंडामेंटल सर्विसेज infrastructure which is necessary for application to run the smoothly and efficiently. Now next question है list of two different functions of operating system. डिफरेंट फंक्शन कौन कौन से अभी हमने डिस्कस किए, जो कर्नल के फंक्शन वही हमारे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के हैं. प्रोसेस मैनेजमेंट, मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट, फाइल सिस्टम मैनेजमेंट, डिवाइस मैनेजमेंट, सिक्योरिटी एक्सेस कंट्रोल, यूजर इंटरफेस मैनेजमेंट, जॉब शेड्यूलिंग, एरर डिटेक्शन एंड हैंडलिंग. सेकेंड है व्हाट इज द स्पूलिंग. स्पूलिंग क्या है, साइमल्टेनियस पेरिफेरल ऑपरेशंस ऑनलाइन. साइमल्टेनियस पेरिफेरल्स ऑपरेशंस ऑनलाइन एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जहां पर डेटा को टेम्परली स्टोर किया जाता है बफर के अंदर, क्यू के अंदर, ताकि इट कैन बी एक्सेस्ड एंड यूज्ड बाय डिवाइसेस लाइक ए प्रिंटर एट द ओन स्पीड एंड अलोइंग द सीपीयू टू कंटिन्यू अदर टास्क विदाउट वेटिंग. दिस इज अ स्पूलिंग. और सेक्टर क्या ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के अंदर, सेक्टर एक स्मॉलेस्ट फिजिकल स्टोरेज यूनिट है जिसके ऊपर जिसका साइज क्या है 512 बाइट्स, और you can say 4096 bytes in the size which is used to store the data, and disk also divided into tracks, and each track is further divided into sectors. Now next question है difference between the turnaround time and response time. Turnaround time is the total time taken which is taken from the submission of a process to its completion. Response time is that time which is taken from submission of a process to the first time system responds or starts executing. This is the difference between turnaround time and response time. Now next question है what is the difference between long term scheduler and short term scheduler. Long term scheduler is also known as a job scheduler, and it selects the processes from job pool and loads them into main memory for the execution, and it also controls the degree of multi-programming. Short-term scheduler is also known as a CPU scheduler, and it selects from the ready processes in the memory, and it also allocates the CPU to one of them. Now next question is why do we need PROC/PROC? It is a directory, it is a virtual file system in Linux, and which provides a mechanism to access the kernel, and it also process information in real time. It also helps the user system administrators monitor system performance and status without needing special tools. Now next is what is a semaphore. Semaphore is a synchronization tool which is used in the operating system for managing the concurrent processes by using a variable for controlling the access to shared resources, and also it is used for the preventing race conditions, and it also ensure the mutual exclusion. Now next question is the impact of page size on the system performance. Page size affect the system performance by influencing the internal fragmentation and page table size, and the larger pages which reduce the page table size but increase the internal fragmentation. Smaller pages which reduce the fragmentation size but increase the overhead due to the larger page tables. Now next question is two functions of operating system. First in memory management, process management. In memory management we can say operating system is used to allocate and manage the main memory for the processes. And in operating system, process management handles the creation, scheduling and termination of processes. Brief note on the shell. Shell is a command line interface which is used in the operating system that allow the users how to interact with the kernel and by typing the commands. And it also interprets users input and execute programs or scripts which acting as a bridge between the user and system. Brief note on the process synchronization. Process synchronization is that coordination of multiple processes which is used to ensure that they can safely access shared resources without any causing conflicts. Like race conditions, and it is also very important, very crucial in the multi-threaded and multi-process environment which is used to maintain data consistency. And the techniques like semaphores, mutexes, monitors, these are the commonly which are used to achieve the synchronization. What are the difference between external and internal fragmentation? External fragmentation which occurs when free memory is scattered in small blocks throughout the system, and it makes it difficult to allocate larger contiguous memory blocks even though total free memory is sufficient. Internal fragmentation which happens when the allocated memory blocks are very larger as compared to requested memory and leaving unused memory inside the block and which cannot be utilized. What are the difference between paging and segmentation? Paging which divides the memory into fixed sized blocks, that is known as pages, and processes which are divided into page frames, and it simplifies memory management but may reason internal fragmentation. Segmentation which divides the memory into sized segments, and which based on the logical division, of a program, and such as functions or arrays, it allows the more flexibility but may lead to external fragmentation. Now next, why disk scheduling is important? Disk scheduling is important because it optimizes the order in which disk input output requests are processed. Efficient disk scheduling which reduces the seek time and latency time, and it also improves the overall system performance and responsiveness. Without the proper seek scheduling, system could experience delays due to the inefficient disk head movements. What are the difference between protection and security? Protection is referred to the mechanism which ensure that resources like files, memory, which are accessed only by authorized users or processes, and it also involves preventing unauthorized access and modification within a system. Security which refers to overall measures to safeguard a system which against the threats and such as attacks, viruses, unauthorized access from external sources, aiming to protect data integrity and confidentiality. What is the definition of file? File is a collection of data or information which is stored on its storage devices, like a hard drive, an SSD, and it also contain text, images, programs, other types of data, and which is files also organized and managed by operating system for easy retrieval or manipulations. Various attributes which are used in the file: name, type, size, location, dates created, modified, permissions, etc. Now next is it, what are the two features of window based operating system? First feature is graphical user interface, second multitasking. Window based operating system which provides a user friendly environment, GUI, that is known as graphical user interface with icons, windows, menus, which making it easy to navigate and interact with the system. Multitasking, which supports the multitasking and it allows the multiple applications you can run simultaneously, and you can enhance the productivity and user experience. What is the need for an operating system? Resource management. Operating system is used for the efficiently managing the hardware's resources like CPU, memory, storage, and it also ensures that each and every program or processes gets the necessary resources to function properly. And user interaction, it also provides a user interface via either a graphical or command line for the users to interact with the computer system easily and effectively. What is a deadlock? Deadlock is that situation in which in operating system where two or more processes are unable to proceed because each is waiting for other to release a resource, causing a standstill. And in deadlock, processes are stuck in a state of perpetual waiting, and none of them can make progress. So that is the deadlock. And these are the conditions for creating the deadlock: mutual exclusion, hold and wait, and no preemption and circular wait. Next is the advantages of virtual memory. It increases the memory capacity. Virtual memory allows the system to how to use the disk space and as if it were RAM, enabling programs to run even if the physical RAM is insufficient. Isolation and protection. Virtual memory provides each process with its own address space, preventing processes from the intervening with each other, and how to improve the security and stability. What is the process control block, that is known as PCB? It is a data structure which is used in operating system for storing the information about a process. It also include details like the process state, program counter, CPU register, memory management information, input output state. And it also allow the operating system how to manage and how to schedule the process efficiently. And now what are the difference between seek time and rotational latency? Seek time is that time which takes for the disk read or write head to move to the location where the data is stored in the disk platter, and it also depends on the position of the head relative to target data. Rotational latency, that time takes it for the disk to rotate the desired sector under the read or write head, and it also depends on the how far desired data is from the current position of the disk rotation. That is the latency, rotational latency. What are the advantages of Linux operating system? It is open source, and its source code is freely available for the modification and distribution. It encourages a strong developer community, and it also allows the users how to customize the operating system according to their needs. Stability and security. Linux is also known for this stability and robustness, and it also run for the extended periods and without any needing a reboot. It also has a strong security features with a low vulnerability to viruses and malware compared to the other operating system. Now next, what are the goals of protection to prevent of unauthorized access? Protection is ensure that only authorized users or processes can access the resources such as memory, files, devices, maintaining confidentiality and integrity. Controlled resources sharing means it allows the multiple processes or users to how to share the resources without interfering with each other. And it also ensures that processes can be run safely and without data corruption. When a race condition occur, a race condition can be occur in the system when two or more processes or threads try to access or modify shared resources like a memory or files concurrently, and a result depends on the order of the execution. If the processes are not properly synchronized, then final result can be unpredictable or erroneous. This typically happen when the shared data is accessed simultaneously and the processes are synchronized or protected by the mechanism like the log, semaphores or mutexes. Now next is a RAG, that is resource allocation graph. A resource allocation graph is a graphical representation which is used in operating system for illustration the allocation of resources to processes, and it also helps in detecting and avoiding the deadlocks. The graph consists of processes, resources, edges, request, edge, assignment, edge. Processes represent two nodes, resources represent two node, edges directed edges represent the relationship between process and a resource. Request edge means from process to resource, indicates that a process is requesting a resource. Assignment edge means from resource to process, indicates that a resource has allocated to process. RAG used to detect the potential deadlocks by checking for cycles in the graph. By device drivers are needed. Hardware and software communication. Device drivers act as an intermediary between the operating system and hardware devices. They allow the operating system how to communicate with the hardware components like printer, graphics card, disk drive, without needing to know the specifics of the hardware. Abstractions and compatibility. Drivers also abstract the hardware details, providing a standardized interface for application to use. And it also ensures compatibility between the operating system. It also variety of devices which are enabling the system how to support a wide range of hardware. Impact of page size on overall system performance. Larger page size, it reduces the page faults. Fewer page faults occur because each page can be hold more data, and it reduces the number of times system needs to load data from disk into memory. Increased internal fragmentation, larger pages may lead to wasted space within a page when a process doesn't use the entire page and wasting memory. Now next is a difference between the process and program. A program is a static. Program is a static set of instruction which is written to perform a specific task, and it's a file stored on the disk and does not perform any operation until the executed. Process is a dynamic instance. Program is a static set of instruction and process is a dynamic instance of a program in execution. It includes the program code and it also in current activity, and it's allocated resources like CPU and memory, etc. Now next is a difference between the page table and frame table. Page table is used by operating system to keep the track of the mapping between virtual pages and physical memory frames, and each and every process has its own page table. It includes physical address of page frames and corresponding to each virtual page. Frame table means it keeps the track of all physical memory frames in the system, and it stores information about which frames are allocated to processes and which are free, and it's a system wide table which helps the operating system how to manage the physical memory. Now next is what are the difference between logical and physical pages. Logical pages or virtual pages, which are those pages which are used by a program in virtual address space, and they are part of the virtual memory model, and also allow the processes how to be continuous memory space, and even if the physical memory is fragmented. Physical pages are those pages which are referred to actual physical memory, that is RAM, which is allocated to store data, and these are the real memory units in computer hardware which operating system manages. Now next is a need for the page replacement is necessary because when a system runs out of a physical memory, that is RAM, while executing a process, it needs to swap out some pages from memory to make space for the new ones. And it also happens in the system using virtual memory, where processes can have more memory allocated than what is physically available. Why page replacement is needed? For the efficient memory utilization, for minimize the page faults. Efficient memory utilization means it ensure the system it can continue executing processes even if it doesn't have enough physical memory to hold all the pages at once. Minimize page faults means when a page is not in a memory due to the being swapped out, a page fault occur. By managing page replacement efficiently, operating system minimizes the cost of frequent pages, and it also ensures the better system performance. Common page replacement algorithm FIFO and least recently used and optimal. Now next is a the acronym Unix does not stand for the anything in a particular. Its name derived from the multix, and it is an earlier operating system which was a combination of multiplexed information and computing service. And the creators of Unix wanted a name that was a play or a multix, and so they chose Unix, which was a simplified version of multix. What are the difference between kernel and shell? Kernel is the core part of operating system which manages system resources like CPU, memory, devices, and it also handles the communication between hardware and software. It also operates a low level and it is responsible for process management, memory management, and hardware abstraction. Shell is an interface which is allow user to how to interact with the operating system, and typically through a command line interface. It acts as a mediator between the user and kernel, interpreting commands entered by the user and executing them by communicating with the kernel. What is the role of input output controller? The input output controller is responsible for managing communication between the operating system and external devices like keyboards, printers, disk drives, network devices, and it also acts as an intermediary between the CPU and input output devices. It also performs following roles: data transfer. It also handles the transfer of data between the system's main memory and input output devices. Device management. Input output controller manages the proper sequencing of operations for the devices. It also ensures that data is sent or received in the correct order, and it also tells that the devices are ready for communication. So we can say input output controller also helps the optimize input output operations, and it also reducing the CPU involvement and improve the system performance. What is a logical and physical address? Logical address is that address which is generated by CPU during the program execution. It is also known as a virtual address. Logical address is also known as virtual address, and which refers to the location in virtual memory space. Physical address is that address which is referred to a location in actual physical memory, that is RAM, and the operating system and memory management unit which map the logical address to physical address for using the page table in system with the virtual memory. Next, VLADs normally occurs in some page replacement algorithm like FIFO, where increasing the number of pages frames lead to an increase in the number of pages defaults. And this is a counterintuitive. The situation can happen even though you would expect fewer page faults with the more frames. Now next is a hit ratio. Hit ratio is a measure of effectiveness of cache or memory system. It refers to the percentage of memory access request which is satisfied by the cache or virtual memory without needing to access slower main memory or disk storage. A higher hit ratio indicates better performance. Virtual memory means virtual memory is a memory management technique which allow a computer to compensate for physical memory shortages by temporarily transfer data from RAM to disk storage. And it also provides an idealized abstraction of memory which enable the processes to how to have access to more memory than the physical available. Page replacement algorithm are used to decide which pages in the memory should be swapped out when new pages are needed. Common algorithm use FIFO, LIFO, and optimal and clock algorithms. FIFO is oldest page replaced. In a least recently used, the page that has not been used in longest time is replaced. In optimal page will be not be used for longest period in the future is replaced. Clock algorithm is more efficient approximation of LRU, where the pages are given a reference bit and replaced in circular manner. And now next is a example of the page reference string. This is a given string and indicate page faults and calculate the total number of page fault successfully ratio of a FIFO optimal and LR algorithm. Assume that there are 4 frames and initially all the frames are empty. First, I will just solve with the FIFO method. I have written these all values in this way and make a table with the 24 columns and 4 rows. Why we take 4 rows? Because we have a 4 frames given. Initially for all frames are empty. Now I'm going to put values in frames. In first frame we will put 1, and then in second column 1 or 2, then third column 1 2 3. Now you can see 2 is find 2 is 2 page 2 number page is already given in the frame, so that's why it is hit. Now next number 5, that will be put in the fourth column, fourth cell. And now 6 value will be put in the place in replace in the place of 1. Why we take why we write here 6? Because the first in first out means that value which come in first, that will be replaced first, so that's why first 1 will be replaced by 6. Now the 5 3 2 and 6 will be written as it, because 3 will be hit. And now 5 3 and 2 will be replaced by 4, because after the 1 2 will be come, so that's why 2 replaced by 4. 6 4 3 and 5, then now you can see 6 will be 6 will be find, so that's will be hit, and 3 will be find here, so it will be hit, so values will be written as it. And now 7 will be replaced by thus 5, and after that you can see 3 will be replaced by 7, and after that 1 replaced by 4, and 5 replaced by 6, and 3 will be find, so that's why hit. 6 will be replaced by 7, 3 will be find, so hit. 4 will be replaced by 1, and after that 2 will be replaced by 5, and then 4 replaced by 4 will be hit, and 3 will be replaced by 1, and after that 4 will be 4 will be find, so hit. 5 will be replaced by 2, and after that 1 replaced by 3. You can see how many hit: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So after that you will be find hit ratio. Total page faults for the FIFO, that is a 16, and successful accesses is 8, and 8 by 24. You will find 33% hit ratio. Now second method is a optimal page replacement algorithm. In optimal page replacement algorithm, you have to see in the future what value will not be used in future. And first three columns, first four columns, write written as it: 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3, because here 2 will be hit. And after that 5 will be written in fourth cell, and then 6 will be replaced. Now first 1, because 1 is not used in future for long time period. So after that 3 will be hit, 4 will be replaced by 2, and then 6 6 will be hit, 3 will be hit, 7 will be replaced by 5, because 5 because 3 will be use in future, 1 will also use 5, and that will be that is the reason why 7 is replaced by 5, and after that 3 will be hit, 1 will be replaced by 4, and after that 5 will be replaced by 6, 3 will be replaced 3 will be hit, 6 will be replaced by 7, 3 will be hit, and 4 will be replaced by 5, and 2 will be replaced by 6, and 4 will be hit, 3 will be hit, 4 will be hit, 5 will be replaced by 2, and after that 1 will be hit. So you will see here total page faults 13, and successful hit excess is 11, and hit ratio will be 11 by 24, that is 45.83%. And after that least recently used algorithm. In this algorithm you can see here 1 1 2 1 2 3 asset, 1 2 3 2 is hit, 5 will be written in the fourth cell as it, 6 will be replaced by 1, and after that you can see 3 will be hit, 4 will be replaced by 2, because recently it is not used, so that's why 2 will be replaced by 4, and 6 will be hit, 3 hit, 7 you can see 5 is not recently used, so that's why hit. It will be 7 will be replaced by 5, and after that 3 hit, 1 1 will be replaced by 4, and 5 will be replaced by 6, 3 will be hit, and 6 will be replaced by 7, 3 will be hit, 4 will be replaced by 1, and 2 will be replaced by 5, and 4 will be replaced hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, 5 will be replaced by 5, 2, 1 will be replaced by 3. Thus, you can see total page faults for optimal, that is 14, successful access is 10, and 10 by 24, that is 41.66. You can see here more hit ratio is optimal page replacement algorithms. So that's why we can say optimal page replacement algorithm is best algorithm all algorithms out of all algorithms. Now, what is a demand paging? It is a memory management technique which is used in operating system where pages of the process are not loaded into memory until they are needed demand. And during execution, it's a key feature of virtual memory system which helps the efficiently utilize the physical memory. And features of demand paging, that is a lazy loading. Only required pages are loaded into memory when they are actually needed, instead of loading the entire process at a once. Page fault handling: if page that is not currently in memory and referenced, a page fault occurs, the operating system then brings the required page from secondary storage into memory. Use of the page table: each process has a page table which tracks whether pages are in memory or on disk. It also help to translate virtual addresses to physical addresses. Now next steps in demand paging. A process tries to access a page. If page is in a memory, it proceeds normally. If a page is not in memory, then page fault. Operating system locates the pages on disk, loads it into the free memory frame. It also updates the page table, restart the process from point of fault. Advantages: efficient memory use, only needed pages are loaded and reducing memory wastage. Faster startup processes can start without loading the entire memory space. Support for large programs larger than the physical memory can run virtually. Memory and demand paging. Disadvantage: page fault overhead. Too many faults means slower down the system performance, and complexity requires additional hardware and software mechanism for tracking the pages and handling the faults. The In this video I have discussed about 2 marks question and 2 or 3 questions of 10 marks. If you like this video, please like and share my channel with your friends so that they can take benefits from these videos. Thank you.